Well, how you doing this morning, Stephen?
Excelente.
Good friends bring shoes that they forgot in the back of the car when they were sleeping. So where are we at, Stephen? We've been driving since 10:15 last night. Where are we at?
20 miles past Indianapolis, Indiana.
Sweet. Okay, well, we're just shy of the 24-hour mark. We're in Maple Grove, Minnesota at Famous Dave's Barbecue. We had to stop and fix our air conditioning unit, and we finally got our motorcycles tied down and not loosening up. So that's our update. Almost 1,100 miles in a little less than 24 hours. What you doing, Stephen? You knew it was coming.
Getting us some epic footage.
Where are we at right now?
The road to nowhere.
Look at these bugs.
Leads to White Horse, evidently.
Oh my gosh, these bugs are so ridiculous. It's 12 p.m. back at home. We're just shy of our 72 hours that we were planning on riding. The bikes are nasty, dirty. But still nice and tight. Tied down. All right. Ugh, disgusting. Bugs, though. Whew. Is that the fuzzy cows? That looks like the fuzzy cows straight up. Oh my
fucking
god.
bison, dude.
That's fuzzy cows. Yay, fuzzy cows. Don't pet the fuzzy cows. That one's 25 years old. Okay, for this next bit of video, I'm going to do a voiceover, and that's because, like an idiot, I take Steven's GoPro and I stick it out the window here. You can see I did that. You basically can't hear anything I'm saying aside from the occasional me yelling fuzzy cows. I was calling them fuzzy cows because I didn't know if they were buffalo or bison. Apparently they're wood buffalo in this particular area. Pretty soon you'll see I spot a baby and I zoom in on it. There it is. The area through here was so beautiful, and it was such a blessing to see such a giant herd just right there on the side of the road as we were headed into the Yukon territory. Nothing's loose. So here's the time back home. We are just shy of 72 hours, which is what I originally estimated that it would take us, and we still have 57 minutes. So we're not going to make it in 72 hours. And so it's Steven's fault. because he took too long to figure out how to properly strap down motorcycles, and we had to stop every 300 miles to strap the bikes down. Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome.
I think I'm going to finish out the video by talking a lot about one of the most impressive aspects of our trip to Canada, and that would be the Yukon Motorcycle Park. This park, located in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, is an essential stop, I feel like, for anybody who wants to go up the Dempster. We did not really know about it as we were coming up the Alcan. I was texting back and forth with Sean at Arctic Moto, and he set us up with a campsite there for the night. We quickly realized that had we been aware of the Yukon Motorcycle Park and all of the amenities that they have available on site, we probably would not have taken the Armada up there. Instead, we would have outfitted our motorcycles with street tires and pre-shipped our knobby tires up to either Arctic Moto or to the Yukon Motorcycle Park. So I want to talk a little bit about the Yukon Motorcycle Park. They have these wonderful hard-roofed outfitter tents. They have heat and comfortable beds in them. Some of the most comfortable sleeping we got on the entire trip was at the Yukon Motorcycle Park. They also have an on-site restaurant with alcohol. Apparently up in this part of Canada, they only allow a liquor store or alcohol sales within certain geographical locations, and this is the geographical location that has alcohol on site. Most importantly, as I was saying, I would have pre-shipped my motorcycle tires up here. Bruce, the owner, has a full garage. It has a motorcycle lift, every conceivable tool, tire changing tool. I saw people working on KTMs, BMWs, Can-Ams. I can't imagine there would be anything you couldn't fix before the remainder of your trip, barring that you have the parts to fix it. With that said, you are allowed to go next door. There's an RV park. At the RV park, they have a pressure washer that you can use to pressure wash your bikes before you continue on up to Dawson City. They have a food truck on site. They have a small little country store. And most importantly for me, they had laundry service. Unlike when we got to Alaska, for whatever reason here in Canada, they seem to like their money and would allow outsiders from the motorcycle park to come over to their RV park and utilize these facilities that are paid-for facilities, and some of that great Canadian hospitality that we grew very accustomed to while we were up there. Anyway, this is my attempt to give a shout out to Bruce at Yukon Motorcycle Park. He doesn't have a very good advertising setup, and I am not being paid to talk about his motorcycle park. I was just that impressed with it. I think that anybody who's planning on taking this trip should automatically plan to start and end their journey here. And thank you for joining me for part 2 of my video series. In this series, we covered the trip in the Armada from Asheville, North Carolina to Whitehorse. In the video that I plan on posting next week, I will go through my specific camping supplies, showing you exactly what I packed clothing-wise, along with some links to the items that I brought with me. I will then continue the journey as we started out the next day from Whitehorse going up the Canole Road. I will share those pictures and videos with you in my next travel log video. If you are interested in getting downloadable files of the different items, I have a Facebook group set up called Lost in the Bush. I'll bring that up and you can go to that. There'll be a link down in the description. If you are planning on doing this trip up the Dempster, I would strongly suggest you join the Facebook group Dempster Adventure Riders. That'll put you in contact with Arctic Moto. Strongly recommend that you have some locals on the ground that have some idea of what is going on in Whitehorse when you're going to be arriving. That information turned out to be very invaluable. Finally, I have the video link posted of the first part of this series if you'd like to go back and watch that YouTube video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.